High key, this story is literally so embarrassing and stupid. And hey guys, so today's video was going to be an exploration video that we did a few days ago. I said I needed to take a few days from posting it because, well, your girl's going through stuff. But nope. Okay, I had to take a few days, so I really needed to focus more on myself and not editing. Mentally just dealing, you know. But basically where I'm trying to get at is I still have not edited that video because I am still unmotivated.
Oh hi, thanks for checking in. I'm still a piece of garbage.
So today's video is actually gonna be a story time video. Yeah. That was cringy. I didn't like that. Anyways, if I say anyways one more time. So today's video is going to be a story time video, and it's going to be about the time that I got catfished. High key, this story is literally so embarrassing and stupid. And in November, I took a 3-week trip to travel across Canada. And while I was there, I downloaded Bumble and Tinder to meet people. And it was great. It was a great way for me to meet people. I actually met somebody that literally went to a concert with me. But anyways, on to what I was saying. So I was on like my 3rd location, and it was a way smaller area. For most of the places I went to are skiing places or hiking places during the summer. So I went before like it was ski time, really. So like it was still the off season for most of these places, which is what I wanted because I just wanted a trip to focus on myself and to go hiking and to enjoy my own thing. I didn't really want to be where there were a lot of tourist attractions or a lot of people around. So at like my 3rd location, I was there and I was on Tinder like trying to see if anybody wanted to go out to drink or anything. Legal age is 19. And I swiped right to this girl who was here, she said, for skiing. And I was like, word, cool. And she had an office meme in her bio. So I was like, okay, I feel like we're going to get along. That's just it. And so we matched. And this girl's name, we're going to call her Alexis. Alexis and I matched and we started talking, and I was like, I'm just traveling from the States, like just looking for someone to hang out with, you know, whatever. I was like, I got some Uno, if you want to play Uno. And she was like, yeah, she's like, I got Cards Against Humanity. And I was like, oh, bet. So like, anyway, so we were hanging out playing cards or whatever, went to the bar, grabbed like a few beers, and then we like, you know, came back to my hostel that I was staying at. It had like a general common area, and then like the 2nd floor was like the washer and dryers and like the kitchen, and then all of our rooms and stuff. So like we went to the common area. A homegirl was like, so I'm gay. And I was like, well, I mean, I assume so if you're liking girls on Tinder. So like we hung out for the rest of the night. And oh, I love you. And then she left, and we actually hung out the next day. And then I was only there for a few days, so I left, and I was like, dang. She asked about the rest of my travels. And this girl, she's like, oh, I live close to there. And I was like, really? Where I was and where I was going were like 5 hours away. And she's like, yeah, she's like, I only come here to like vacation with my family. She's like, but I live closer towards there. And I was like, word. I was going to be at that last location for like 4 or 5 days, I think, at like more of a city. So like it wasn't really for like hiking or anything like that. So I was just like kind of going to see the city. And I was like, well, if you want to come down one of those days, we can totally hang out. That sounds great. Everything's going great. We're doing good. I think I got a friend. Like I'm like, oh snap, I got a friend from Canada. So I thought. So we make plans. Well, she's gonna actually drive down, and the homegirl's like, I mean, I can just get a hotel, I don't really mind. Okay, cool, if you want to do that, go ahead. At this point, this was like day 3 of me being there. I met a girl that was from Germany, and she asked if I wanted to go to the mall. So we went to the world's biggest mall, by the way, which is so cool. I might insert some footage of that, or like some pictures of that mall or whatever. I might do that because this is a cool mall. I'm not kidding. One of these sides will have that picture. Or several pictures. I might just put them everywhere. Oh, sorry. Anyway, so I had met a girl, we're gonna call her Amanda, and we were hanging out, and Alexis was supposed to come that day. Hey, I was like, I've been hanging out with someone that I met like this whole day. I was like, so if you want, I was like, I'm probably not going to be back till way later if you want to just hang out tomorrow, because I didn't like want to be rude. And she's like, no, it's fine. She's like, I don't mind. I'm just going to go ahead and drive up today. She's like, we'll hang out when we hang out. I have stuff that I can do in Edmonton. I was like, okay, great. Homegirl comes to Edmonton, but she was like, okay, I'm just going to go there. So I wasn't going to rush this. I told her it would be probably late. At this point, when I told her that, it was like 5 o'clock and she was planning on coming around 7. So I was like, I'm probably not going to be home by then. So it gets to like 7 o'clock, and like I said, I'm still out. Like, I don't think we got back until like about 9 o'clock. Like, it was dark. Oh, I was coming back. We were on the bus, and it was cold. I'm gonna tell you right now, Canadians don't get enough props because it was cold. It was like literally -5 degrees that entire week I was there, and every time I went outside, I couldn't be outside for more than a few minutes. It was cold. Okay, it was cold. I love how she's just watching herself. Like 9:30, and I just got back to my hostel, and the girl that I went out, she was like staying in the same room, so like we were roommates basically. This girl, Alexis, is like blowing up my phone, and I replied back. I was like, hey, I was like, sorry, I was like, I told you it was gonna be late, I didn't really know what happened. And she's like blowing up on me. And then at this point, I'm like, okay, I'm ghosting this, because like, no, like, no, I didn't need this. I didn't reply, and homegirl literally blows me up for like the next 3 days. Like, I'm like, okay, well, she like blew up at me. I told you literally 2 hours ago that I'd just be a few hours late. Like, it was literally a few hours late. Like, literally we made plans to hang out at 7 and it was 9. I don't need to justify myself. This was stupid. Well, I was like, honestly, I'm flying back to the States in a few days, so like it doesn't really matter. She's still like blowing me up, and I'm just like, I don't really want to reply. So the day that I'm flying back, I get added on Snapchat by a girl named Maddie. And I'm going to use whatever this profile's real name was, because, yeah. So I might even, I still might have, not messages, but like I might have her profile. So let's expose the out of Maddie. Anyways. So Maddie like adds me on Snapchat, and I add her back, and I assume it's just somebody who was adding me from Tinder, because I had my Snapchat on there so people could just message me and I could just hang out with people. This girl is cute. And she was cute. Maddie, obviously on Snapchat, you can't really use someone else's photo, but Maddie was Snapchatting me, okay? And so like we were talking or whatever. Like 2 days go by from me being home, and like I've learned a lot about this girl. She's like learned a lot about me, you know? Like, so Maddie and I were talking, and then we made plans to meet up. Now this whole time I'm always skeptical, and I was like, well, wait, I figured it was just someone from Canada, but when she said she wanted to meet up, she's like, well, no, I live in North Carolina too. And I was like, wait, really? Because when she added me, I was still at my airport in Canada. So like I wasn't anywhere in the States, so it's not like she could have added me from like close around or like Tinder or anything, because my location was set closer to me because I wanted to meet people around where I was in Canada, you know? I was like, how are you in the States? Because she also was sending me like pictures of her snowboarding. You can't snowboard in North Carolina, even if it's like November. That's not how it works. So she asked if I wanted to meet up, and I was like, I mean, sure, yeah, we can do that. But like in my mind, I'm like, do I really want to do that? Like, she said like we could meet up like 40 minutes away. That was like our halfway mark from like where she said she lived and from where I stayed. She texts me, and I'm like, okay, cool, like about to get ready. And like I was getting ready, not really for that, for something later that night, because like I said, I was really skeptical. And I was like, okay, cool. I was like, well, I'll be there in like 15 minutes. And I didn't leave yet. About 10 minutes goes by, and then she messages back, and she's like, hey, I gotta tell you something. And at this point I was like, she's gonna come clean. Like, she's gonna tell me she's a catfish, and I'm gonna be right, because I called this. The funny thing is, I didn't really have like any feelings or anything for this girl. I just thought she was really cute. Messages me back, and she's like, hey, she's like, you remember Alexis? And in my mind I'm like, oh no. Like, Alexis, the girl that just blew up on me like a few days ago, Alexis. And I was like, I mean, I met an Alexis when I was in Canada, and she's like, yeah, she's like, that's the one. And I was like, wait, are you Alexis? This girl's like, no, I'm not Alexis, but she's my friend, and it was really messed up of you to not hang out with her, so that way you knew how it felt to not show up to making plans. Yo, I was like, girl, I mean, that's cool or whatever, but joke's on you because I'm still watching TV in my apartment. The girl like apologized and she was like, I swear I'm not that like mean of a person, but like she just asked me to and I had to do it. And I was just like, okay. It's like crazy. Basically, I don't know if this qualifies for a catfish, but after that, I needed to see their photo and like check on like that little geograph where their location was, because yo, you could say you're from somewhere, but if your location's not shown, you might not be from there, and that's some sneaky stuff. That is sneaky. But yeah, so that's that's the story of how I got catfished by someone from a different country, all because I suck at making plans. I'm sorry that this wasn't the treehouse video. Like I said, I needed to take a few days, and every time I went to go start like working on it, I wasn't really happy with it. So I hope you liked the story time video. Again, I'm sorry it wasn't the treehouse video, but I think I'm just gonna do that one next week. I hope that's cool. And we're just gonna do this one this week. So yeah, let me know what you think, and just remember, people aren't what you think they are, even if they say they are that on the internet. Because people are liars. Let's be real.
You'll have to watch me struggle from several rooms away.